I'm gonna wait for it to start. Let me click on this link. If not, we'll just say screw it. It should record anyways.
Yeah. As long as it's being recorded somewhere.
Oh, here we go. We got the link. It's live.
Boom.
Let me see. This is gonna be better.
Who tutors at like 9:30 at night?
I don't know. It must be a hot girl.
I've seen her. She's all right. But
That would get me.
just all right. All right, is good enough.
That's all I need. All right.
All right. Nah, I feel you.
I'm just.
All right,
I'm hearing double.
Yeah, I just muted that video. It was loud as shit in my ear too.
Yeah. All right.
All right, let's get it.
All right, I'll intro. Hey guys, this is Bibleman251, aka Elijah, aka the guy that said he was gonna post a video like 2 months ago and then never posted anything. But I have an excuse. My motherboard went out on my computer, and I finally got my computer set up and everything. Anyways, thought I'd start doing podcasts. I got my boy David. David, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, man. I'm David, aka Nutex. You know, I just play video games, just trying to have fun with life right now. And don't forget to follow me after this at Nutex on Twitch, so I can get those followers going. But yeah, let's get this thing started.
Obsessed with Twitch right now. That's all he does is stream on Twitch, and always invite me.
I wish that was all I did.
Yeah, we're both a little busy. Well, my excuse is I'm a lazy, but he's got school and everything, so
it's like having two jobs, man. I was on like a crazy regimen of like just going to class, like doing research or whatever, and then coming back, doing Twitch for 4 hours, going to sleep, sleeping 6 hours, doing it all over again. And just, man, I just got burnt out after like 2 weeks. I was like, I can't do this. Like my life is crumbling.
You did at least have like double-digit viewers though for like that first week. That's not bad.
Yeah, I had a couple times where double-digit viewers happened, but you know, it's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard to keep their attention, and like when there's so many people looking at you, man, it's like,
yeah,
I can't suck right now, and then you start sucking.
That's how it always is, man. That's the reason I honestly stopped playing video games just to post on YouTube, especially Call of Duty, because every game would be like, I gotta get a good gameplay for YouTube. The game wasn't being played for fun anymore. It was about playing for views, you know. So
yeah, it definitely, and playing Paragon like for Twitch definitely became more like a job, and I was like, this is not as fun. But
yeah, you gotta just pick and choose. Not everybody's cut out for it, especially not all the time. But
yeah, but I'll be streaming Modern Warfare Remastered though, because I know I'm going to get good gameplay all the time on that game, because it's going to be like old school for me.
Oh yeah,
the boy was a beast. I hope all of it translates. I still remember all the maps, so hopefully it didn't change nothing.
See, I didn't play Call of Duty 4 that much because Modern Warfare 2 was my first COD, and then I went back and played some of it, and it was fun. I did work, but you know, all the scrolls were like left on the game at that point. It was nobody playing.
Yeah, it was just like super hacked lobbies at that point too. I remember I went back and just like, you just had like this like multicolored like words just like streaming down the screen of like get mods for your like game and shit, and it was crazy.
That was annoying. I remember when Modern Warfare 2 got hacked, and it was like dudes just like kind of flying up in the screen, like, or dudes like you go in your kill cam and you see like the dude could see you through like a wall and shit. Like, really?
You remember like that javelin like glitch or whatever, where you killed them and they just blew up the size of like a predator missile?
The javelin glitch. I'm trying to remember my favorite glitches. See, and then you can't even tell what was a glitch and what was like part of the game, because like Modern Warfare 3, that game pissed me off so much because like you would like, what was that perk? Stalker? That was that perk, and because of that perk, like dudes would come around the corner like just sliding, like, gliding across the corner, and you'd be like putting all kind of bullets into them, and then somehow they would just slide past your bullets and like one shot you.
Now the worst perk of all time is Commando.
Commando?
Commando, boy, you could get knife from like 20 feet away. It didn't matter. Like commando knife and like attack knife on like your pistol, boy, you're getting wrecked.
Lightweight marathon commando. Deuces
Yeah.
running.
I remember I was like I'm the worst like commando moment I ever had. I was standing at the top of the stairs, like, and then this dude just came around the corner and he commandoed me. He flew up like a flight of stairs and stabbed me. Like
That was cheese.
it was like a teleport. It just was. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous.
But what about Dead Man's Hand in Modern Warfare 3?
Was that like Martyrdom? I don't remember Modern Warfare. I didn't play Modern Warfare 3 that much.
Ah, bro, that game like put me close to the edge of quitting Call of Duty, and then like you would like it was a death streak. That's what it was. They put in death streaks in the game. So if
you
you
held
would like,
you held a C4, right? You held a C4 and like you could like explode it when you wanted to or something like that.
yeah, that jump was stupid. Like if you died, like you would go into last stand with the C4 and you could detonate it.
No, that's nuts. I do remember that because I do remember seeing that and just being done. But if you wanted a death streak, like that's the one to have, though.
I'm not gonna lie, I used that junk a couple times. I remember I actually went on a streak with that junk. Like, like I was like one away from my like attack helicopter, I think, and I went down and I blew up and then got my kill streak. And I was like, "What? That is cheese!" Like I never.
That's nuts. It's like in Call of Duty 4, they had Martyrdom where like you're like, like where you when you die you drop a nade.
Ah, bruh, the pooping out of the grenade.
No, it's like where's this nade like coming from? He's like shit. That was like because like you had frag if you use frag ×3 and Martyrdom, you had 4 nades.
Bruh,
you have 4 nades basically. So just like you spawn and chuck 3 nades and you die, you just shit out a nade.
So that's where I think first-person shooters start like evolving when they end up putting explosives into the game. Like that, like changed the game completely.
Yeah, I'd like for me honestly, like the reason why I think Call of Duty 4 was so good is because it completely changed the game with like classes and you could customize like all the customization you could make. It was the first game where you could customize like what you had on your gun, the perks you wanted. Everything was like customizable basically, and it just blew everyone out the water. And that's the reason why it was Game of the Year, because it was so revolutionary.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, I think that was the only Call of Duty that was Game of the Year. You know.
You're probably right, but just because it was such a new thing, like classes, customization, like all around, like different maps too. That was like nice. You had so many different maps. Mm-hmm. Did they do DLC? I think they did DLC also for.
They also had DLC. They had DLC maps. That was also crazy.
But now that's every game. Like they released the game and like 2 weeks later, like we got DLC. Like nah, bro, that should have came out with the game.
Yeah, everything is about microtransactions now. You know, every like developer's trying to make money through microtransactions, and they're making money because we're dumb enough to buy them.
That's true.
Like especially like in Call of Duty with like these supply drops and stuff. Where like you have to like pay money to like possibly get these guns, like these new guns. Like if they just like had DLC where like you could get all the new guns for like $5 or $10, like that's fair. But you have to like pour hundreds of dollars in to just get these
random generated crap.
Exactly, and it's just like people do it. It's like gambling, you know.
I gotta admit it. I've done it plenty of times. Like I got this game I play on my phone. It's called Marvel Feature Fight. And like microtransactions, like I'll spend like $5 on this random crystal sale or whatever, or I'll get this like $10 here, and like I don't even want to know what I spent over like the almost 2 years I played. Like if I look back, I'll probably like be sad. It'd probably be like $500 or something stupid.
Yeah, I don't fall into those microtransactions. Like even in Call of Duty, even in Black Ops 3, I did not buy a single map pack because that is just not how Call of Duty rolls for me. You know, it's like, I remember Call of Duty 4, you had basically all the maps and they had like those 2 or 3 extra maps, you know?
Yeah.
And like that was what Call of Duty was to me. And all these extra maps, I don't want to have to relearn new maps. You know?
That's the worst part. Like I'm like, do I really want to like basically be a noob again especially if you get map packs late. Like,
Hmm.
let me get that DLC, and then like, dang, it's like 3 months late. Everybody know the maps. I'm about to get like
Yeah.
picked off around corners that I don't even know that people can hide there, and people on purchase. Like that is the worst thing about DLCs, getting them late,
Hmm.
or Call of Duty's late in general,
Yeah.
because you beat like the Christmas noobs. That was my favorite part, bro. Like, cause I used to get every Call of Duty on release date, like midnight release, be like playing that junk for like 3 weeks straight, like every day, and then like everybody kind of start fading off, by like early December, and then Christmas roll around. You're like, oh, time to get on, y'all, Christmas noobs. Like autumn level ones, like coming
Yeah.
in, little
Yeah.
kids, like I got Call of Duty. Like I'm about to ruin your day, kid.
Exactly. I just like I remember I wasn't a Christmas new, but I remember when I got Call of Duty 4, I got it late. Like World at War like was about to get released. That's when I got Call of Duty 4.
Oh,
You know?
bro.
And like I was like my first game, I went like 1 in like 19 or something, something crazy. Just getting blasted. And then I was like, I almost quit Call of Duty. I was like, I can't fucking do this. Like this is ridiculous. This game is too hard. Like I don't know how people are so good at this game. And then luckily, like my competitiveness kicked in, and we'll get back to my competitiveness. But it kicked in, and then somehow I was able to do really well in that game. And I wish I had the ability to like upload YouTube videos back then, because man,
Boy.
back then when I was like had nothing else to do, man.
That's why kids be like beasts, man. Like you be getting on like this dude just went 55-2. Like, let me add this dude to our friends list. You send him a friend request, invite him to the party. He's like, hey guys, like,
Yeah, he's just like,
bruh.
dang.
Like
Yeah,
I should have known.
your balls haven't even dropped yet, man. But it's
But
crazy.
see, that one was fun though when I first started playing, like, cause it wasn't a fat like I didn't even get an Xbox till like 2008. Like my parents weren't gonna buy me one, so I was
Mhm.
working at my own. I was working at Winn Dixie back then, like
Yeah,
working
yeah.
making like $100 a week or something
Hmm.
stupid. But for some reason too, I always had money back then. Like now I make like way more than $100 a week, and I'll be broke. Like
Because you didn't have to pay no rent, you had to pay for like utilities, you had to pay for like no doctor's appointment, your car, like none of this.
insurance, boy, like phone payments. Like,
Oh yeah, so like it all goes away. But yeah, not for sure. Like I remember back in the day, I was working at the grocery store. I worked at a Giant, because up north we got Giants up there, and
yeah.
like just like saving up enough money I bought a used Xbox 360 too. I didn't buy a new one. I was like, I
Oh
can't
yeah.
afford a new one, so I bought a used one, and then just saved up my money, bought like Call of Duty 4, and then like I realized I couldn't play online because I didn't have I couldn't connect the Ethernet cord. I couldn't convince my dad to like string up like 100-foot Ethernet cord to like his room, you know. So I was like, oh man, I had to get like the wireless piece, and that was like another like $50 or something, like something
Yeah.
stupid.
That junk was stupid back then for like a dongle, like a ten
Yeah,
dollar dongle. Like,
yeah, they were making so much money off of us, and like I bought it. I bought that used too. I was like, what? and then I started, and the rest is history. I played online, and I have never looked back. And I don't even play campaigns anymore. I can't get into any other games unless it's
right.
PvP. I'm just too
Really?
competitive. I can't play any other games, like unless I'm playing PvP. That's the only thing that like makes me like want to play a game, is if like the PvP is fun and I can like beat someone, because I'm so competitive. Now that I'm not like competing anymore, like on like a collegiate, like on a college level, you know,
Right.
I have that competitiveness has to go somewhere.
Did you do like game battles and stuff back in the
Like
day?
back in the day, like I would do game battles every once in a while with my friend. My friend, like his name was Tim. Boy, he was so good. He was destroying people. I remember we were playing headquarters on shipment. Boy went like
Headquarters.
179 like kills and like 15 deaths, and we are like, how the hell are you like staying alive this long? He had so many kills. But man, it was ridiculous. I think I cracked like I went to like 104 or something, like 104 kills. But he was destroying people. He
I
was so good.
I don't know what's my highest. I feel like my highest kill I've ever gotten is like 79 kills. And what was that map? It was Modern Warfare 2. Um, it might have been called. No, it wasn't Shipment. It was like it had the crashed airplane like in the middle, and then you had your like a shed or like a factory like building like on one side, and like a fence, and you can kind of go around. I forgot the name of the map now.
This is Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, it was a crash airplane in the middle. Like that was Duh.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember what that game was called. What that map was called.
I'll Google it now. MW2 crashed airplane. Scrapyard.
Scrapyard. Yeah, Scrapyard. You're
Boy,
right.
that map right there was perfect, and I was running Predator, Harrier, Pavlo, and
Yeah.
that jump was like
Pavlos were so good.
that jump was cheese.
Too
Like
good.
it would stay out forever unless someone shot that junk
Yeah.
down. It had like 2 or 3 flares, so you can shoot it down by yourself. Like, and they would just circle them at tat 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 tat. Like,
And it was only like 9 kills. Like, so it was like a really low kill streak too. It was just
it
too
was
good.
basically 5 kills. Like that's what I love Modern Warfare 2 because sometimes I cheese and run hardline and just rush the enemy spawn. Like get 4 kills because the UMP silencer was cheese, so you could just like
Yeah.
tit 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 tit, and they spawn. Like pick up a couple of dudes, hide somewhere, open up their laptop, call a predator. You're probably more than likely gonna get a double kill, and then let the Harry just call the Harry out. And if it didn't get your kills with the airstrike, the junk stayed out for like a good minute.
Dude, Harrier was probably the most overpowered kill streak ever. Like that, it was such a good kill streak. If you weren't running Harrier, you were doing something wrong with your life. You
Bruh.
know? Yeah, I remember like the to get like nukes, Harrier, chopper gunner, nuke. That
Yep.
was what you did.
The Harrier would get you like a good like 2 kills, 3 kills with the airstrike, especially you got a spawn trap. He's like just drop that junk and they spawn, and then I don't know. People back then were scrubs, I guess, in Call of Duty. Like, or I guess, or YouTube changed the Call of Duty community.
Mhm.
YouTube, it ruined it for me almost as well as made it better because, like, I started off 2008. Hadn't had an Xbox. Like I was a scrub. Like it took me forever to actually learn how to use a controller because you know how like you can tell when news playing like they be like this and then they'll move and then like it's not fluid. That was
Yeah.
me. So like for like a good like year, like I was like playing at my friend's house like on their Xbox like playing like Halo back then, getting destroyed, and like Call of Duty came out, and I was like, dang, this is so fun. Like, but I would always get destroyed. And then so I got my own Xbox, and then I finally got where I could like use the controller. But I was like, all right, now I want nukes. Like, who don't want a nuke? Like in the whole game. And YouTube, like I remember like the big YouTubers, like you had like White Boy 7th Street, which that dude now has like some stupid like 100 million subscribers or some dumb like that. He's one massive dude, and like it was just so many dudes back then. And I don't know if you ever heard of Chris Smooth.
Oh yeah, of course.
Dude, that dude back then, like his videos were hilarious, like
Yeah.
so entertaining, and just like watching them play and playing more and more is what got me nukes. But then as the Call of Duty's further and further went on, they were like, hey guys, make sure you shoot out air support. Like they were telling people that because back in Modern Warfare 2, like knowing like people would run around like stopping power, no cold blooded, and like you would just destroy them with your kill streaks, and no one tried to shoot that jump down at all.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like you call out a UAV and like someone's out, I'm like, damn,
They just made it too easy to like shoot stuff down because like everything locks on now and like the things flying slow as hell now.
yeah.
But I just remember like in Call of Duty 4, it was an investment to like shoot this helicopter down. Like and you had you could miss that RPG like circles and swirls and stuff. That thing would miss sometimes. You just missing like crazy. And like it like but I don't know. I just don't remember a lot of people getting a lot of like choppers in Call of Duty 4. But I don't know. I've seen a lot of like the betas and stuff like that, and they're calling in everything. But you're also playing with all those people that are playing are super good, you know. And they know 7 kills is nothing, you know.
Well, the thing is now too, though, that like back then, like gamers were a lot more rare than they are now. Like nowadays, like you got parents our age, so of course, like especially with the lazy parents, they're like, "Hey, kid, here's your Xbox, here's your PlayStation. Go have fun. Don't talk to me for the rest of the day. I'm busy." Like you got parents like that, so you got so many kids that's all they do, like play Call of Duty. And you got people our age that have been like gaming for like 10 years. Like
Yeah.
you, back then, like gamers, like you were either older or rich. Like you had a
Yeah.
rich family.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because like you didn't have to like afford your own console, which you're older and
Mhm.
less time to play anyways, or your family like has some decent money and like, hey, we're gonna buy this for you.
Yeah. I don't know. Like you bring up an interesting point about like like parents like just giving their like kids like games and stuff like that. I don't know if I'll let my kids play games like right away. I think I want them to play sports or something. You know, I want them to get social skills before they can like play video games. You know.
Well, I think it's key to have a balance because any kid that age, you see some sparkly, some cool, some flashy, you're gonna want it.
Yeah.
And like I'm gonna make my kids like have a balance. Like, all right, you can play video games for this certain amount of time if you go outside and play for this certain amount of time. Like, I'll let them have access to video games, but also like make them be social, make them play sports, or not necessarily make them, but make them have some kind of extracurricular activity where, like, hey, you do this. At least you can pick yourself if you want to play a sport, if you want to be in band, something. You got to pick at least one extracurricular activity. You do that, you can play video games for 2 hours when you get home or whatever,
Yeah.
and balance it out.
Yeah. Like that makes sense. I just don't. I don't know. It's just tough because I don't want them to just grow up living in like a digital world, you know. But the thing is, like, kids don't even play outside anymore.
Yeah, man.
You know,
And
when is
it's
the last time you've seen like a kid like playing outside, like in the street? You know, I remember
yeah,
back in the day, we were always outside, like in the cul-de-sac, we would run around the neighborhood, like causing trouble and stuff like that.
yeah,
And
like
like now,
riding bikes, like
yeah, doing
skateboards.
doing crazy stuff. And like now, it's just like you don't see any of that. It's like
Yeah, but parents also a lot more
protective.
protective. Yeah, like
Yeah.
we used to go outside and like scrape our knee. Our parents like, oh, I was walking off. That's only a scrape. Like nowadays, like, oh my gosh, my baby got a cut on his arm.
It's like you need some penicillin, you know, Neosporin.
Yeah, like that's why I feel like so much of that. Like I guess America in general is becoming a lot softer on and like everything is moving to technology. Like it's like you see like 3, 4 year olds, like they be click 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 and like using phones better than me. Like, dang, how'd you do that, kid? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like you want to show me how to do that on my phone? Like
Mhm.
that's the crazy stuff. Like kids are growing up like knowing how to use that. So I don't know. Almost kids are like forced into that technology world, especially by the time we have kids, like, and they're old enough to do crap. Like, imagine how technology is going to be by the end.
Yeah. I think
Like,
technology is a good thing, but I think we definitely need to regulate it on like how much people are in front of. Like you hear about those people dying, like in Korea and stuff, playing nonstop 24 hours and then just like dropping dead, you know, from
yeah,
exhaustion. It's like that there is an excess. It's almost like an addiction, you know, like you
it
have to
is
be
an
able to do it,
addiction.
you know.
Yeah,
Like trust me, man. I remember when I was younger, man. I would go outside, but video games was just like I wanted to play video games all the time.
oh yeah,
But good thing I was still able to go outside and like I would like go outside like during the day and then come back play till like 4 a.m. in the morning, get 3 hours of sleep or something, and then go back outside. You know, just
yeah. That was the good days, but I feel also that I wish I hadn't got into video gaming as much as I did,
mhm.
and there were certain steps that led to me getting into them as much as I did. Because I mean, I got the Xbox, but I was still like, I love basketball. We would go outside, play at the court for like, from like 2 a.m. or not 2 a.m., 2 p.m. to like 10. Like we'd spend all night at the court playing basketball or whatever season it was, ran track and all that. But video games are still my hobby. But gaining that hobby, I lost reading. Like you don't like. When's the
Yeah.
last time you read a good book? Like,
Actually, no. I read a book recently. You know, I read a book. I've actually been trying to read more just because, you know, that is something I missed out. And like, I hate reading though. You know, like my attention span for reading is so short, and I think it is because of video games. Because like you want that instant satisfaction from playing video games, but now I read a book, I get through like 10 pages. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, let me do something else. You know, I'm falling asleep. It's like I can't do it. You know.
And it's just that's where everything's moving. Like Vines are popular, so people are used to their like
Actually,
30
Vine just shut
seconds.
down. Vine is
Oh yeah, I
shutting
heard about
down.
that. Like
They're
what?
shutting down Vine. But
Like,
Pornhub is trying to buy Vine so they can turn it into like a, like a, like a little dirty little thing. You
that's
know.
what I need to sign up for. Like I can do a porn Vine real quick. Like give me a good 30 seconds.
That's all you need, huh? You only need 30 seconds. Is that what you need?
That's like I ain't trying to run like all right, we got you scheduled for a 30-minute video and then like I'm like 30 seconds in, I'm like, oh Lord, like I'm making through this 30.
That's why
Like
they
come
got. That's why they like cutting. Cut. We got to get the fluffer in. Like
on. Like I'm gonna need a stunt double or something.
they,
Like
they, they use it like those creams that like desensitize.
yeah, I've heard like the porn industry, like from like some of the documentaries and stuff, is not as pretty as they make it out to. Like that's like they're actually shooting a movie. Like
Yeah.
so,
Like
but
I don't know. Like like that's why I would probably want to be one of those. If I was a porn star, I'd be like one of those kind of like not one of those high like price like Bang Bros or something like that. Some kind of like lower key, so it's like more raw and like more real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like more real at that point. Like we don't have no cut scenes. It's just straight, just go start to finish.
it's like 0 to 30 seconds.
If you bust, like you just like she got to suck your dick to get it hard again. That's how you
How do we get to being a porn star from gaming?
No, you said Vines, dog.
That's right.
We're gonna have to put like a rated M. Like we can't get paid for this video. We already cursed too much. We already said too much.
Hey, for mature audiences only. Like we have like a disclaimer or something. I'm about to inject that junk from a movie.
But all right, so let's talk about some sports, man. What's going on with sports right now? The World Series is happening. The score right now is 6-3. I think Cubs are up.
And they got 6 runs.
6-1, 6-3 right now.
6-3. Dang.
Bottom of the 6th. So
I hope they hold on, just cause history, man. Like, and I actually probably could change it, put that junk on mute, so I can change to it. I'm sure it's on some channel. I don't even know what channel it is, just so I can witness history.
All right.
I don't even know what channel it's gonna be on. That's supposed to be on.
Is it on Fox or something like that? I think it's on Fox.
Let's see.
Like Channel 5, Fox 5 or something like that.
I think Fox is like 10 around here. Let's see, what are they saying? Yep, Fox. Let's see if we can get that junk. Just so the bottom of the 9th, I'll watch it just so I can say I witnessed history.
Either way, either team wins, you're witnessing history.
That's true. That's true.
So,
it is.
It's a win-win for us.
It'd be just cool because you got, remember in Back to the Future, like Cubs were winning World Series or they were in the World Series or something.
Yeah, there was like 2015. They're supposed to win the World Series based on Back to the Future. They were close. If they won this year, man, that's a pretty fucking good guess.
Yeah, 1 year off, like that'd be insane.
Yeah.
But who you thinking for basketball? Like we had like Cleveland, they were boss last year. You had Golden State, of course, going undefeated until they lose the championship, which that's unexcusable. First of all, like everybody's like, "Oh, y'all took Green out for Game 5 and 6 and all that," but
NBA's rigged. You know what I'm saying? The NBA's rigged, right?
You think so?
Come on, man. There's like no obviously want to give Cleveland like anytime LeBron is winning, the league is doing better. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, I think it's rigged up to a certain point. I don't think they will directly say, "Hey, like wrestling, you're gonna win this. Like The Rock's gonna win tonight. Like it's set." But I think they do like tell the refs, like, "Hey, if you can extend this into a 7-game series, we prefer it."
Yeah.
Because that's like extra days, extra ads, like extra money.
Yeah, I can see that. I definitely think like maybe like the last 5 minutes aren't rigged. Winning time is not rigged. But like, I think definitely the refs influence it in certain ways. There's been like stories of like refs like cheating and gambling and rigging games and stuff like that. So like, I don't know how rampant is it actually, they just caught that one guy, that, they're not trying to show that like everybody's been doing the same thing,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't honestly. I really don't think it's rigged, or I don't want to believe it's rigged. But it's just hard to like. There's so many coincidences.
I don't think it's rigged, but I think the refs might get encouraged
Yeah.
to bring it to the game seven
Yeah.
because like no one wants to see like a team go 3 or 4-0 and it be over, like the series be over. Like
Yeah.
that's not good for TV and for your
Mhm.
ratings and for people coming back the next year. Like viewers, more casual viewers that don't watch the sport. Like
Yeah. Well, honestly, I want Golden State to win because KD's my boy. He's from Maryland. He's from where he comes from where come from. PG County. Shout out 301 baby. So I want him to win a championship. I don't care that he made a super team or whatever. LeBron did the same thing. Shaq did the same thing. There's super teams everywhere. So I don't really care. But the team that I think is gonna win, I think the Spurs.
Spurs, you
I think the
can't never,
Spurs are gonna win.
you can't count them out ever. You
Yeah,
really
the
can't.
Spurs, they look good. They slapped the hell out of granted, it's early in the season. They're still trying to figure out how to play together, but they look so good. And Kawhi
Yeah,
Leonard is a
Leonard's is
beast.
a beast.
They
Like
they still got Ginobili, they still got Parker, they got Aldridge, and they draft so well, and they have such a good bench. And Popovich is just Pop
one of
is
the
just
top
too good.
coaches, if not one of the
Best,
best in the league right now.
yeah, one of the
Yeah.
best of all time, I think. And I think Spurs are going to come out of the West. And then come out of the East, there's really not that much competition. It's gonna be Cleveland. You know.
Yeah, well, LeBron, he's very dominant right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, what do you think about all these new switch ups? You got the Bulls, they're working with a new team. They might be able to do something. I
The
doubt it.
the Bulls look solid. I think it could be a Bulls Cleveland uh Eastern Conference Finals. I think that's totally possible. Or I can see the Pacers coming in.
And then the Pacers are weird because they got the talent, but they just haven't used that talent in a long time.
Yeah, they're looking good though. I think the Pacers honestly they have a good squad. They got Monte Ellis, Paul George, like two like great scorers, and Paul George can play both sides of the ball. It's just they have a good team. They have a solid team.
What do you think about the Knicks?
The Knicks, nah, that super team's a fail because Derrick Rose, his knee's gonna snap off in about like 2 months. And then Joakim Noah, he's kind of old, and like Carmelo Anthony, he's probably one of the best scorers of all time, but he's just not.
He's up there in age too.
Yeah, he's just old. I just don't see them. I don't see them going that far.
Yeah, and man, it's so sad to see Rose because this dude could be the best player in the NBA easily if he would stay healthy. Like easily. Like I've never seen someone come on a court and be so dominant when he is playing. Like dude will dominate a game. If he wants to score, he's gonna score.
Yeah. Yeah, but he just became too fragile, the injuries just kind of sidelined his career.
Yeah.
I think a sleeper pick that could surprise some people is probably Boston.
Celtics. Well, who they got this year? I haven't followed them.
They really don't have like a really big name. Like the biggest name they got is Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Right. But they have like some good talent.
They got Horford. Horford, you can't really count him
Al
out.
Horford, yeah, like he came in. That's a good pickup. They got Marcus Smart. They got Green. They got Avery Bradley. They have solid players, and they have a great coach. And you can't underestimate great coaching.
Yeah. And I'm personally a Lakers fan, and it's so depressing. Even though I think we won, I want to say we won our first game. I didn't watch it. I really don't get a chance to like watch many of the NBA games before like the playoffs. But like every year I see our players, I'm like, really, like this is the best we can get. And I understood like we had Kobe, and Kobe was like such a high money maker, and his salary cap was ridiculous back then. So I understand. But now we lost Kobe. He retired, but we still haven't picked up anybody like solid, like a star. Like you got all that money. Like Kobe was getting paid. Like, but we still haven't recruited anybody. Like, I don't know who does recruiting for Lakers, but every year I see him, I'm like, dang man, like you can't get like a dude out of college like Jasper Minton.
Yeah, yeah. The Lakers. I think Kobe he stuck around too long, and he kind of just hamstringed them, and it just didn't work out. That was a failed super team too. They had Dwight Howard, Steve Nash, Kobe Bryant. You know, and Steve Nash just kind of like snapped in half, and like Howard was not the same.
I've never been a fan of Howard. Like Howard,
he's soft. I think Howard's soft.
He's so soft, and he like whiner too. He's like stuff not going his way, he's gonna fucking whine.
Yeah,
like I can't stand. And that was funny because like Howard, like the only thing that ever got big on him, like everybody, like usually they come out of college, they put on weight, like get a little bit bigger because you need to in the league, the way like all the athletes are nowadays. Freaking the only thing that got big on Howard was his shoulders. Like,
oh, he has bowling balls on his shoulders. It's nuts.
That's just hilarious because like
crazy.
Not even a big dude, but his shoulders are just like
they're like permanently flexing. It's ridiculous.
Like, let me see. Like, I'm gonna edit this junk and go back. I'm gonna put a picture of Dwight Howard on the screen. Like the dude's like shoulders are just
crazy.
Just ridiculous.
Absolutely like, crazy.
Only thing to get big, like just boom, boom. Like,
yeah, it's nuts, man. It's nuts.
It's not even his traps either. Like you can see maybe if his traps and shoulders get big. Nah, just his shoulders. Like he probably got like mechanical shoulders or something, like robotic arms. Like that's what that don't look like.
It's actually like stupid. I would comment so much on how big his shoulders were. It's just stupid. It's ridiculous, man.
But what are the Rockets looking like this year?
You can't like they're always gonna. They got James Harden. I think James Harden is actually he gets thrown under the bus because of his falling asleep on defense and stuff like that. But I would take James Harden over Russell Westbrook.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, man.
Now look. When like Russell Westbrook has never gotten voted by the players. The players voted Harden as the MVP that year when Curry won it. Westbrook has never been voted any kind of MVP. He falls asleep on defense too, man. Like the only reason he looks more intense is because like his highlights, he just looks angry, yelling, screaming, running down the court. vicious dunks. Yeah. But Harden, he's gonna beat you in so many ways. Like I remember when Westbrook, like his shooting is still suspect. His shooting is still suspect.
He came through in the finals though.
Yeah, but he also did choke. So did Durant.
Durant to me choked harder than Westbrook, like because I was watching those games and Westbrook, like he was the only person like keeping him in those games.
I don't know.
And like Westbrook, when the dude wants to score though, he will score. Like he will drive it or he will get fouled. Like he's one of the best like slashers in the game.
Harden's a better slasher too.
You think so?
I think the numbers show that Harden is a better. I could be talking out my ass right now, but I'm pretty sure Harden is a better slasher. I think he goes to the line more than any other player. He does so much so low key because he's not a flashy player, right?
Yeah.
He's not. He has the same move, that crazy Euro step, right? And then he gonna do that step back. Just doing crazy. But all that stuff works. All that stuff works, and he gets to the line. He puts up so many points. He gets assists. Yeah, he falls asleep on defense every once in a while, but like he makes up for it by scoring a ton. But also you got like who else is on his team, Right? Yeah, I think if they had a better defensive scheme, like how like the Warriors like hide Curry because Curry can't play defense. His ankles are too like fragile to be making those cuts.
Yeah.
They hide him.
Don't have defense at all, but they switch very well. But I think that's gonna all come down to coaching too.
Yeah. Kevin McHale. They should have never fired Kevin McHale. They should have never fired Kevin. I think that was a panic thing to do. I think they just panicked and there's no reason that Kevin McHale should have got fired. I think like the year before that they went to like the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
So it's like ridiculous. Why are you firing Kevin McHale like halfway through the season? It's just come on. He's doing something right. He's a champion. He knows how to win. I don't even know who their coach is now. I couldn't tell you.
I mean, yeah, and that's what you kind of do. Like teams are very finicky, It's like if you're not putting up wins consistently, they'll get rid of you so quick. Like,
Yeah.
don't let it be like college football either, man. Like, and college football in the SEC, like if you ain't winning championships, like you're gonna get fired.
Yeah, Les Miles just got fired.
He needed to go.
Yeah, he was.
I think Les Miles is overrated.
Yeah, well, because like that one championship he won was with was not with his talent. He didn't recruit those kids.
Yeah. I think he was overrated for sure. And like he got the only reason he kind of got his name is because he always did like stupid shit. Like it's 4th and like 15. Let me do this fake field goal and go for it, like type shit.
Yeah, he went for it. He like that's the one thing you can say. He always go for it though.
Yeah.
Like balls to the wall, just like riding by the seat of his pants. But you know, sometimes you can't always play the game that risky. You know.
Yeah, and
And you have so much talent at LSU. You know, you can't.
talent and size, and
Yeah,
size is like
can't
huge in
not
college.
You can't not win.
And it'd be different if he was like getting close, but they weren't even like having really good like winning seasons even.
Yeah, yeah. I think the Tennessee coach, he might be on the chopping block soon too.
Well, he's kind of redeemed himself this year.
A little bit, yeah. He beat Florida. You
Well,
know,
that's not saying much because we're not that great. Like, let's be honest.
but Florida, you know, it's like
Yeah, that's their main rival.
Yeah, they were whooping them for like what 14 years straight. You know, they hadn't won in like 14 years or something like that. Something crazy. It's like the longest like losing streak by a team. You know.
Yeah,
So,
and I gotta admit too, I was cocky going into that game. Being a Florida fan, I was like, man, we're gonna destroy Tennessee. And then I look at the score and I'm just like, I don't even want to watch the rest of this game.
yeah. It's just like you never know what you're gonna get from Tennessee. Like they're always like they're a second half team. You know.
Yeah.
Just like
Alabama is a second half team this year.
Yeah. But they're like always keep it close though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they'll keep it close. Like Tennessee, they'll go down by like 21 points. You know,
and then somehow come back. Yeah.
Exactly. But like the same thing with like FSU, like right here, like where I am, like FSU, they're a second half team. Like they can be sucking ass the first half, and they come out and then just, like put 30 up real quick, you know. But it's annoying because it's just annoying to watch because you're just like you should play like that from the beginning. But
yeah. Well, you got to count as a fact defenses getting tired in the second half, like adjustments made by the coaches going into the locker room.
Yeah, Jimbo Fisher must be making the best adjustments ever. He is the best coach at adjustments because they always come back strong in the second half. But I don't know. It's stupid because I don't know. Especially FSU's O-line is trash, man. Like, did you watch the FSU Clemson game?
Nah.
Oh, boy, they so many penalties. Like Francois was running for his life.
Was that the weekend I came down though?
Nah, this is talking about this past weekend.
Yeah, I watched like a little bit of that game, but I wasn't that interested in it.
It was a good game to watch though. It was a really fun game. I was there. I was really pissed that we lost, but you know, I honestly like just because I go to FSU as a grad student, I'm not really that big on like football here, you know.
Really?
I went to a small like college like for undergrad. So even then, like our football team, I think we haven't won a game this whole year. So like that just tells you like how much football means to me, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't a big sport.
Like and like it wasn't big at my high school. You know, we lost a lot. You know, so I just stick to the sports that I know, like swimming and stuff like that. But It's just, you know, I watch football. I love watching football. I think football is a great game, but I really don't have any ties to at least any real college team, you know.
The only reason I do is because of Deuce. Like, he converted me back in college. And we'll try to get Deuce on the podcast, hopefully one of these days. Him tutoring.
Yeah, he missing out because he had to tutor somewhere at 9:30. We know what that is. It's called a booty call. That's a booty call right there.
I'm gonna send him this clip. I'm gonna give him a timestamp. Yeah, we talking about you, Deuce.
All right. Well, you want to move on to the next thing?
Yeah. All right. Video games.
Wait, we talked about video games already. We talked about Call of Duty already. We talked about sports. What's the next thing, man?
Let's talk about video games that's coming out.
Oh, okay. Video games coming out. All right, cool. Yo, Infinite Warfare is gonna suck. Modern Warfare Remastered is gonna be the bomb.
Bruh, what do you think about the space? We went from World War II and Call of Duty 5. We had Modern Warfare. That was the first one, like first main one. that got big. But we were from that. We went in the past a little bit. We had our Black Ops. We had our Future, and now we went to mech suits and shit and robots fighting each other in this Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now we're in space. What do you think about space at Call of Duty?
I think space is like interesting. You know, I like it's gonna still feel like Call of Duty. You know, like it's not. I don't think it's gonna not feel like Call of Duty. And Infinite War and like Infinity War, they always come out with a good game. I think they're one of the best developers for Call of Duties. But I think that they should come out with uh like just how Battlefield went back to World War One. I think Call of Duty can do the same thing. I think we can go back and like because like the games they made that were like World War One, World War Two games, like the technology now, the graphics we have now, like the class systems we have now, like we can do so much more. And I think it would, even though it'd be like kind of a remake, it would be something new. You know, because they didn't have classes in like Call of Duty like 2 and Call of Duty 3.
Yeah.
So I think if like we went back, I don't think that would be a bad thing. And then also like people want boots on the ground, like the exosuits and stuff like that. When I got Advanced Warfare, I never have had to focus so hard on playing a game because people
like, were like, and then you got to do this like and jumping down and shooting and shit. That was a change for me for sure.
Dude, it was so twitchy. It was so twitchy. It was the twitchiest Call of Duty I ever played, other than like Modern Warfare 2 was pretty twitchy, but that one it was because like you just take off, like you teleport. You're not. It's not like a slow. It like defies all like physics. There's no way a human body could just jettison that way without like blacking out. You know? It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Like I really not a fan of the whole mech. Like maybe because I'm an old head and like I got comfortable with like I know I just gotta aim center mass, just like or maybe do randomly crouch. Like that's it. That's all I have to deal with. Like you might have to do randomly jump shotting, but like you would jump like 2 feet off the ground at the most. Like, but now you got dudes running along walls shooting you. Like I am that Twitch like. Even though I can be successful at the game when I want to, like it's stressful for me. Like I don't have fun like being that twitchy. Like,
yeah, dude.
Like you play for like an hour, like bro, I gotta get off. Like,
you're focusing so hard, you know. It's like, but because you have to like your brain is processing so much more, you know. You're thinking about you have to think about not just like two or three directions now. You have to think about 4. You know, you can go up, left, right, down, you know, like he can slide like away. It's so much faster and it's just insane. Like I think it was cool. I think like mech suits and all that stuff is cool. I prefer boots on the ground, like Modern Warfare, like remastered. Like when that, I think I will probably only play Modern Warfare remastered. I will not play Infinite Warfare at all.
If it was a choice of just buying Modern Warfare Remastered, I would not pick up, and they know that probably that they would lose a lot of customers, so they put in that Infinite Warfare, just like, hey, keep playing this. Like,
yes, so you had to pay like more, you know, to get both, you know. So they're just it was a money. I understand why they did it because they want more money.
It's a smart move, yeah.
People are gonna pay it. Like that package could have been $100, and I would have bought it. Because I would want to Call of Duty 4, and like I think when they remaster Modern Warfare 2, it's gonna be the same thing. I will pay.
That's all I'll play. As soon as they do that, like you're gonna see me on every day, like Elijah Young. Yep.
Like no more like I once I get remastered, like there's no new Call of Duties for me anymore, unless they go like that's my Call of Duty. I will play this Call of Duty for the rest of my life. It's over. Like I don't like that's just how it goes, you know. And then if Modern Warfare 2 comes out, I'll play that too, and I'll relive like my middle school years
playing. Nukes, man.
Yeah, it'll be nuts.
But. And then what else we got coming out? Titanfall. I think that's already out now. Titanfall 2.
I've never played Titanfall.
I played the beta for Titanfall 1, and I was like, this is cool. Like you had mechs, like you call in mechs. It was an interesting like comeback system. The maps are massive. Like I thought Battlefield maps were pretty big, but like since you're so mobile and you got your mech suits and you can fly around and crap, the maps are ridiculously massive. And they introduced, you know, the mech suits, the jumping, and then like the next year, Call of Duty was like, "Psych, it's ours now." Like that's the reason they put in mechs and like did they have mechs in Ghost?
Nah. Advanced Warfare was the first one where like you had like those exosuits and like you
Yeah,
flying around.
yeah, Advanced Warfare. Yeah, they straight up like stole their idea like instantly, which was
Yeah.
like, but I guess they're Call of Duty, so they can do that. There's no patent on like jetpacks or whatever in the
Yeah.
game. And then like, what else? Do you only play competitive games?
Yeah, I play like you know Paragon like just came out like so I'm playing like MOBAs and stuff like that. But you know Pokemon's coming out though. That new Pokemon game
You
is
pick
coming
it
out
up?
mid-November. Hell yeah, I'm gonna pick that thing up, man. You know I
Yeah.
gotta rep Pokemon. You know what I'm saying?
Did you play any of the Pokemon Go?
Hell no, I didn't play. My phone is too old to like get Pokemon. I got this brick. I got this brick right here. This thing is like old as hell. Like this thing is like 4 or 5 years old. I actually like looked up like if I like wanted to like turn this in to get like a upgraded phone, they would only give me $10 for this phone.
Like, pretty soon you're gonna have to pay them to take it.
Yeah, right. It's just like ridiculous. Like I think like they'll just make me like get a new phone eventually.
I doubt it. Like,
They actually made my friend like get a new phone, because he had like one of those old like Nokia, like those
uh,
indestructible motherfuckers, like like he had one of those, and like they were like, we're no longer supporting this. Like you have to get a new phone.
I guess like the SIM cards and everything is
Yeah,
different, like the
yeah.
signal, the bands and everything. I guess I can see with that. But we got Pokemon, we got Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I don't know if you ever,
I used to play the Dragon Ball Z games way back in the day.
bruh.
Like those games were fun as hell. Like you doing like you had to like pit like square over like XY, like doing combos and stuff like that. Just
Yeah,
to Kamehameha, like you had to like
like that junk's like just because it's like it's our childhood. Like we grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, so you put out a game where I get to be a Super Saiyan. Hell yeah, I'm gonna play that junk. Like, and what I'm kind of sad about though is that I play Xenoverse and the game, like you make your own like character. You get to choose your race. Like if you're gonna be like you can be like a Piccolo type, a Namek, I guess. You can be whatever Frieza was. Or you can be a Saiyan or a human, and each class has its own like advantage and disadvantage. And like the game played like legit was probably like 4 to 6 hours, and I beat the campaign. Like that's what made me so sad because I was like I played like a lot of missions to kind of level up my character, and then like I was like, all right, it's time for me to get into the story. Like I bet this is gonna be good, and then the story lasted like a good like 4 or 6 hours, and I was done. I was like, really? Like this is the end? Like that was the only disappointment, but otherwise, definitely a game worth checking out. I don't know if you want to get it when it's $60 because you might not want to be vested into it, especially if they pull back the short campaign. I haven't read up on or anything, but it's definitely fun to mess around with for sure. And it looks like it's still 6-3 right now in the game.
Man, what inning is it?
Bottom of the seventh.
Oh
So
man,
if they can close them out again, they'll have 2 more innings. That'll be like it's
call
whoever they're
Chapman in. You gotta call Chapman in.
yeah
Wallace
whoever
Chapman.
right there. They still got Lester pitching right now. I don't know if they're gonna relieve him.
They got Lester pitching right now. He didn't start the game, did he?
I have no idea. I wasn't paying.
Hendrick started, so they must have just brought in Lester for relief.
Yeah,
Oh, that's interesting.
you would have went fly out. I thought he put one out to field, but anyways, what else can we talk about, bro?
Man. Well, we can talk about
so much.
we can talk about my IM Sports. Or we can save that for Deuce, so we can just talk about that, or we can talk about that one chick.
I feel like we got so much right now that we can break the junk up into
Yeah.
like 2 videos.
Yeah.
We can have like a record an outro later or something because this junk we've been live for how long? Let's see.
At least an hour, I think, or close to it.
Is there a timestamp on the video?
I don't know.
Nope, I don't see a timestamp. But we've been going for a while, so
No, yeah, you sent me that message to like for the YouTube at 9:49. So yeah, we've almost been going for an hour. So
yep. So
we got plenty of content, I think.
I think we can break that up into maybe 2 different videos. Our first video we can talk about gaming even and keep that going. Let's
Yeah.
save the intramural stuff for Deuce though. Just
Yeah.
cause.
Because he'll be the other voice to it. He'll be like like saying crazy shit. But yeah. All right. Well,
I think this is a good test run.
it was a good test run. You want to like just give an outro for this real quick, and then so you can end
Yeah.
the.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry for the delay in the videos. Bibleman251 and David.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, follow me on Twitch at Nootecks, NOOTECKS. Follow your boy, and thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Goodbye, guys.
See ya.
And stop broadcasting.